Rock 95, that is Five Finger Death Punch and Bad Company or Undercover Lunch. We'll get back to that with Zimmy in just a minute, but joining me right now is Jared Navarre from Static Cycle. Good morning.
Good morning, my man.
Such a pleasure to talk with you. Let's get a little back history about the band, and we'll get to your new release, Wolf, here in just a minute. You guys have been pretty busy, first off, but tell me a little back history about the band and how you came from Alaska and ended up down in Nashville.
Yep. Born and raised in Alaska, started playing music up there, released our first music up there, then jumped on the road, played 500 shows, stopped playing about 5 years ago and started working on this new record and show. And that's when I moved to Nashville right around that time, learned to be a professional musician and artist, went through boot camp kind of here. We got the greatest songwriters in the world here. So that's a quick abbreviated version.
Why the big delay? Why 5 years? What happened? People got married, relationships, life in general?
It was band drama. The band broke up. Myself and one of the original members, we had a bad falling out. So we had to go through legal stuff, getting the music rights back, getting the name rights back. And honestly, at that time, that was when I decided to reshape everything we were doing. And we built this crazy new live show that's never been done in music that we'll talk about. So that took a full 5 years, honestly, to build it and bring it to fruition.
It looks like right now you've got 4 singles that people can check out that are some new material, and then some older stuff as well.
Yep.
This is a whole concept piece, especially when you watch the videos. Tell me about the process and what you plan to do live with this stuff.
All right. So our show and the whole vision behind this and the concept is to bring a new immersive experience to rock. So the live experience for rock and roll, I believe, has been stagnant for a decade. And so what we did, we tried to build in, this is a hybrid between Broadway. It's got an incredible epic storyline, a bunch of amazing characters, crazy characters. This is, one of the masks. This is one of the villains. You'll even see this. That's the wolf. You'll see that throughout the animated videos. You see it in the live show. But this is Cirque du Soleil meets Broadway meets hard rock. And so we set out to do everything a bit different. So the animated videos, those are entirely handmade by paper. Those introduce the characters alongside the music, and those same characters will be in the live show. So it all fuses together. The music fuses in with that. So it's been a big endeavor to try and make that all fit.
Who in the heck created those videos using paper? It's fantastic.
Yeah, so we searched for like a year and a half to find somebody that could do this on the animation side. And the guy's name's Stefano. He's based in Italy. He makes all that by hand. He's got a basement that's, twice the size as this studio. And he builds it all and shoots it like a mini Hollywood film. It's all stop animation. It's incredible. So it was him and I going back and forth, creating the concepts, and he's the artist that pulled all the brilliance off in those videos, though.
So when you decided to do this live, did you bring him in to go, hey, this is what we're thinking, how we're going to do this, and pull it off live then?
He was after. We already had this all constructed and had this vision for it. So he brought that vision into the animated video space, I guess we'll say.
God, I can't wait to see this live. I'm sure you're jumping at the bit to get out and play and show people what you've created.
Completely, man. It's long overdue. Like I said, it was 5 years and we were ready to go. We were about a month away when the world stopped. So we're antsy.
Well, yeah. I love all of the music, and it's got a lot of different cool elements. And for 3 guys, you really pull us off well with the different electronics and things that are in these songs.
Yeah, it's music production is just a whole different beast today. So all of us are, semi-producers. We can all, play multiple instruments and stuff like that. So on stage, it's kind of a collective effort of how this is all brought to life. Some of it we're jumping around instruments, some of it's looping, some of it's tracks, all that stuff. But we're trying to bridge that gap too, because we still love the live elements more than anything. So even that itself is tricky. Bring all these electronic elements to life live.
Who are these other 2 guys in your band then?
So Lester plays drums, and I think he's one of the greatest drummers on the planet. He's played with all kinds of top artists. He's Kelly Clarkson's full-time drummer right now, actually. And Andy Sheridan, he plays keys. He helped produce a decent chunk of the songs early on, and he's a musical genius too. He's a wizard, and he's played with all kinds of big country acts here in Nashville, and even old school R&B legends. And we all just had a huge passion for rock. So Nashville's got a good rock scene, even though it's not really known for it. It's got all genres here.
I think that's coming around, yeah, because there's so many people that are based out of there now with Hailstorm and Beasto Blanco, and the list goes on, and Tom Kiefer and people like that. Yeah, you're in a good spot. Yeah, no doubt. Did you find a producer that you were comfortable with when you brought in this concept and you're like, hey, we want to do this? Did you shop around and find just the right person to do this and help you out?
We've worked with maybe, I think, 5 producers to date. The main producer that helped put together all this creative insanity, his name's Tone. He's based in LA, but he did the majority of the production. And we used John Fields, who's you may know. He's there in Minneapolis. He did a bunch of Switchfoot stuff, a bunch of early pop stuff. But he's a rock guy too. And then a guy named Johnny K, he did all the Disturbed early stuff, and he's done a bunch of other great rock artists. So we're that's the new world of music too, is hopping around to different producers. Sometimes it's a song by song basis. Sometimes you can get them for a whole record. It just depends.
Well, tell me about this new single, Wolf, because it's amazing. And your vocals first off, they're killer anyway, but such a great song. Tell me about the track.
So this track, I showed you the mask. The wolf represents necessary evil, both in the live show and in the videos. And this song, being from Alaska, it sounds ridiculous. I had a pet wolf growing up. It was chained outside my house. And though the wolf is a very symbolic animal in Alaska, and was for me growing up, and he does represent well in this show, Necessary Evil. So that's what this song is about. This is one of the songs that closely aligns with the show, and conceptually just fits right in. This is his character coming to life. So it's predatory, it's evil, it's mysterious. It's and you can see that in the video too. He's praying after a couple girls in the video.
Yeah, the video is great. Such a great vocal performance too. And then I watched, I think it was yesterday, the acoustic version. Oh my God, that's just that's amazing stuff. God, you sound great,
man. Thank you. I think the hardest thing for me, loving hard rock so much, is I came from R&B, and I've always been told ever since I started playing in rock that no, you need to go play soft rock and acoustic stuff. And, guys on tour would always tease us and stuff that, we were too pretty for rock and roll and all that. And I can't stop playing rock, though. I can't play that soft stuff live. It doesn't have the energy. It doesn't have the grit. What is rock is just so powerful to me. So we're lucky we get to do these stripped down versions. And it's funny, some of the time people end up loving it much more because it does probably suit my voice better, is the honest truth. At least that's what people tell me. I disagree, but who knows?
So are these songs going to be released as a part of an EP or an LP at some point?
Yeah, we have the full record done, actually. It's supposed to come out in the fall. It's completely done. It's been done for months. Now, since we've been writing so much, we'll probably add to it, but we've already got, I think, almost 14 songs done for the record, and we're planning to release 6 of these singles, and then with the 6th, the whole record comes out. That's the tentative plan.
Well, very cool. I think we should play this song here, and we'll do that in just a second. Where can people find out more information about you guys?
We're trying to build that. Well, they can anywhere /Static Cycle. YouTube, Facebook, Spotify, everything's got Static Cycle built into it. But staticcycle.com is going to be launched next week, and it's got a little bit more depth and information as to this live experience and these characters and stuff like that. But we're everywhere. Yeah,
very cool. And we do have this song featured in our Monday Night Mosh as well. You guys are going for win number 2 with that this week, and you're getting a whole bunch of votes.
Right on, man.
Well, thank you so much for your time, Jared, and people should check you out because you're amazing. Static Cycle, thank you so much.
We'll come see you in person sometime soon. This video is nice, but we'll give you a little acoustic performance in studio.
That sounds good. I want to see you live too whenever we get back to that after this COVID-19 silliness gets past, right?
No doubt. Yes. Let's get over it.
Wish you all the best, and let's fire up this track. Thank you, Jared, for your time.
Thank you, man.
All right, let's play this song. Here it is. This is